Bro code is being challenged by people who are in successful marriages. And a guy took this to Reddit and it exploded because they say it's a violation of bro code. He doesn't agree. This gentleman, like for instance, if you get told a secret by one of your girlfriends, not a crazy secret like I killed somebody, but something that they're
They
dealing with.
specifically said
Well, it's just
keep
they
this between the
trusted
two
you
of
with
us.
it. They trusted you with it.
Yeah.
They say,
How
"Don't tell
long?
nobody."
How long do you think you will hold that before you share that with your husband?
Usually I tell Anthony a lot of different stuff, but I will say this: there's a lot of conversations or something like my close girlfriend would be like, "Listen, I don't want this to go anywhere else, just between the two," and I will just keep it to myself.
Okay, so this gentleman goes on Reddit to talk about the fact that one of his longtime friends that he's known for 25 years approached him with kind of a private conversation, and he stopped him. He's like, "Man, just to be clear, I shared it with him that I share these things with my wife."
Okay.
It's like the
Good to
honesty
know.
and the honesty. Before he said it, the guy fell back. He's like, "Well, then I'm not going to tell you this because I don't want it to get out." But their friend circle, their text chain, all started to roast the guy. And he's like, "I'm sorry, we just at a place where we share. If she sees me troubled about something, she's going to ask, and I'm going to say, 'Man, well, he's going through this, blah, blah, blah.' She don't know you. She doesn't know the friends. She's not going to tell anybody who we know.
Right.
This is just me sharing it with my confidant so I can give you the best information." So my question is, if you're in a happy relationship, how long do you hold on to private conversations before you tell your opposite? Before you tell them. How long do you sit on it before you share with somebody you ain't supposed to be telling?
Like, I'm not married, so it's hard to say, but I already know that when you're having a conversation with somebody that is married and you tell them, "Don't tell nobody," I know that in that nobody circle, that the significant, it excludes the significant other.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because
Okay.
when you marry somebody, they always like, "Oh yeah, I married my best
You
friend."
become one.
You tell your best friend everything. So I would think that you would tell your wife or your husband the secret.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't feel that way. They would feel like I'm your best friend. Like, why would you tell your wife something that I kind of opened up to you about? It's none of her business, because then that person doesn't know if she's gonna share it with her girlfriends or anything like that.
Oh, I already know that.
Okay, well, that would be a violation, though.
That is true.
Because the bro code is being, like, replaced by the like married code. Like, I can tell the shared, he's trading his friends for his transparency with his wife.
Right? Yeah. I
Like,
get
there's
that.
no secrets in this house is something that was in the story as well. Like, there's no secrets here. So we have a bond. You guys and I have a bro code that we had when we were single, but now that it's transitioning to this relationship with my wife, I share what I'm worried about with her, and she helps me work through it. And some of that information makes it back to y'all,
Yeah.
but all of the information is for me. So this is how we live.
It is nice being in a relationship with somebody like that. And you don't have to know everything, but some of like the highlights, it's nice when they come back home. They're like, "Oh, this is what happened at dinner," or if it's the next day because they forgot to tell you
This
something.
says, "Soon as you tell me." Out of the 813, soon as you tell me, I'm telling my wife.
Oh my gosh. See, but it does connect them. That's that bond between the two of them.
See, in my head, whenever I tell somebody something, I know on the car ride home, they're telling their significant other.
Right,
Like, I
especially if
already
it was
know
at a
that.
dinner. If you
Yeah.
tell your boys, "Hey, man, so don't listen to hey.
Yeah.
So this happened. The waitress just gave me her phone number." While your boy is driving home with his wife, he's like, "Do you know
what Rich did?
You know that fast little waitress gave Billy her phone number, sitting right next to Cheryl?
Right.
Ain't that? We ain't never going back to that restaurant, baby." Like, that's that conversation. Now, that man told you in secret.
Right.
You telling before you get to the stoplight.
But am I wrong for withholding information because I was specifically asked to by somebody very close to me? Like, if it's one of my best friends, they're like, "Listen, I don't want you to tell this to anybody, not even your husband. Like, I just want to talk. I need to talk to somebody about this." And
I'm
nobody
looking
else.
at a text right now at 863. It says, "I tell my husband everything. Even if I told you I'm not, we share everything." So the people who believe that
you're a liar.
will think that you're wrong.
Well, you're lying.
Well, they're lying to the person that doesn't matter as much.
No,
they're
because-
not lying to the person who matters the most, which is their partner.
Well, no. Now you're doing something for yourself because you want to know the information, and so you're deceiving one of your best friends, and you know that they don't want anybody else to know this, especially your husband. but you want to know the information. So you just lied to them to get the information out so you could selfishly share it with your
So
husband.
Meredith says you are a liar
and
a deceiver.
I'm just saying.
He basically called you the devil. 888-429-0941. You telling or not? Freak Show Wild 94.1 Bay's Party Station. A lot of calls are coming in here out of the 727. I asked, when do you tell? It says in all caps, immediately.
Oh, my God.
I'm telling my man all the tea unless it specifically says not to tell my man.
Oh, wow. You have to put that disclaimer out there then.
Depends on the severity of the situation out of the 941.
Yeah.
This says, it says, no, you're supposed to be true to your word. And then somebody else says, it is a whole bunch of young thug Jeffries out here snitching.
Yeah, you got to be careful.
This one says, my fiance and I tell each other everything, but it doesn't leak. It stays between us.
Oh, I love that. Okay, good. That's good. There's a lot of things that don't go that way.
That's like the end all be all, though. I feel like you and your wife, you should know all the secrets between each other. But there are those ones that you have to preface and say, don't tell your wife this. Because once you say that, you should know not to tell.
They still telling. Let's see. We got Frank on the line. Hey, Frank, what's going on?
What's going on with you, man?
Hey, listen, we're trying to see how fast, if somebody give you the tea, how fast you going to tell them?
So I'm actually married, and I think it depends on the severity of the secret. I think we all make judgment calls to where, hey, if he knew my wife knew this, he really wouldn't be mad. And then there's some things like, yeah, if it got back, that got out, we're gonna have a problem. So I think we all make judgment calls of what we deem how bad the secret is.
Yeah.
So if you had to give a percentage of how many secrets you have walked in the house and told your wife, your rib, what's the percentage?
Oh, I'll say a good 60. I'll say a good 60.
60.
But here's the thing, though. It's usually nothing crazy, like you said. It's not like a kill secret.
Yeah.
It's more so people just saying that. But if my bro came to me, be like, bro, let me tell you what happened. No, that's not going.
Yeah, because then she gonna look at you sideways. Why you hanging out with this boy and he doing all that? Yeah. You don't want to put yourself in. Yeah.
So you make that judgment call of the secret.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I got you. That makes a lot of sense. So I appreciate it, Frank. That makes sense.
It's true, though, because you never tell your wife about one of your homeboys cheating, because then she automatically thinks you cheat.
She's not going to want you to hang out with him.
Exactly.
This person says, I walk in the house like, girl, I got some tea. And my wife gets excited.
Yeah, I'd get giddy.
That's it. My wife find out immediately. All my people know if you tell me anything, you telling me and my wife.
Yeah, that's good. It can be a healthy thing.
If somebody pointed out that if you talk to your wife as a friend, that's pretty much who you have to share stuff with. Like if that is that's why I said it's a transition, because this person is interpreting like that. Bro code is when you ain't got nobody.
Right.
And your bros stay your bros, like your day ones, they stay. But then it's a challenge because that wife or that husband has now whittled their way into your trust circle.
Yeah, you sleep in bed with that person, of course. No, I get it. Anthony will come home. I'll be like, how was your dinner? Anything interesting happen? This man there's like nothing. 3 weeks later, he's like, oh, I forgot to tell you. And I'm like, you had dinner with this person 3 weeks ago, and he just totally forgets about it. Or maybe not.
All right, this one.
Maybe not.
Exactly.
Out of the 863, my husband worked with my mom's situationship and found out that he had sex with somebody on the job.
Oh.
He told me, and I only held on to it for 2 weeks before I told my mom. The situationship got upset with my husband because he broke bro code, and now it's over with my mom.
This is crazy. This says out of the 656, these new school dudes are suspect. Real ones will keep the homeboy's secret for life. Women absolutely will keep secrets and act like nothing ever happened. You can believe that your wife told you everything that happened on the girls' trip to Jamaica if you want to.
Aw. That's not necessarily the situation every time.
Means your wife ain't telling you everything, gentlemen. Y'all out here snitching, singing like Young Thug.
I mean, you also don't want to make that person look toxic in your significant other's eyes, like Rich brought up, because then they might have a problem with you hanging out in the future. So
that's what I'm saying.
You got to toe the line there a little bit.
This
I want that
husband,
kind.
I guarantee you, this husband has secrets. He's just not saying that out loud so his wife thinks he tells her everything.
I want that kind of partnership.
Yeah, where you can say everything.
Where Rich come in and say, man, I did so-and-so, so-and-so. And I go to home, he's like, don't you tell nobody. I'm like, I got you.
Yeah.
And then I go, as soon as I pull up in the house, hey, baby. I'm like, girl, guess what? Rich been outside.
Yes.
Rich had to go to the doctor. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to have somebody I trust that much. That's the goals.
It is
Having I got bros. I got people out here that I know have done things and I've held it because I ain't got nobody to tell.
Right.
But
right.
let me fall in love.
You're
I'm
serious.
snitching. I want that.
Thank you for watching this video. If you want to support, like, share, subscribe.